I want to give back to the community. We've been given a lot, and I want to share.
And I was blessed, and I was able to go to schools where people were very benevolent before me, and it was very obvious. And so I don't know where it got baked into my DNA, but along the way, it really set into me that if I had the resources later in life, it would be my obligation really to pay it forward.
I saw my parents were very generous with their church and with their community, and my father especially was in the Navy for a long time and a college professor, and he helped small businesses in the town that we are in, and he was incredibly generous.
For me, I grew up in Dallas, and you'd have to be blind not to see names on buildings, names on schools, names on highways, names on roads, and there's just something about this town that the feeling is that people really made a difference here outside of their primary line of work. They gave back to the community, and that it was a responsibility almost to pay it forward.
I can really consider sort of the two of us investors. Ken is an investor in the business world, and together in our foundation, we're investors in people because we really believe in people.
The multiplier effect in philanthropy, if done right, is huge. And building a business is great, and it helps all the people that work in your company and work for the people that you've been able to really benefit as you've grown a business, but able to recycle that cash back into the community, affecting lives, watching those lives affect other lives. To me, that's the most satisfying.
And I would say for me, it's both saving lives and enhancing lives. So for people, there's an incredible human potential all around us. The ability to discover answers to big questions, to cure disease, to bring peace in our world. And I think some of the work that we've done has allowed people to live and to prosper and live joyful lives, and those are the kind of lives that really start to make a difference. So the Resource Center is really oriented towards helping the LGBTQ community, and one of our big focus areas in our foundation is mental health. If you look at the statistics on which communities are most affected, in terms of depression and suicide, the LGBT community is very, very high. When we decided to do our very large gift to UT Southwestern, it was because of my personal experience with depression. And I felt like if we could go into the community and find better tools to help physicians to early detect and treat depression, and direct people to the right treatment, we would have better cures in the long run.
I think the most important thing we try to do is create leverage with our dollars and find places where our dollars can be multiplied either through matches or challenges or in places that we know work, right? Nobody wants to invest in something that doesn't work, and when we view philanthropy through that same lens, we want to make sure that things are working and that they'll take these dollars and they'll put it to great use, which will attract other dollars and other donors. And so to me, it's always challenging because for every grant we make, there's so many that we wish we could. And in a certain sense, that's kind of what keeps me going, to try to keep, compounding our net worth so that we can give it away.
And sometimes I think in this hectic world, we are not taking enough time for joy. And so I'd like to also have people remember us as the couple that gave joy to Dallas.
For me, it's pretty simple. Leave the world better than we found it. Known for being a good parent, a good spouse, good in the community, and a good friend. And if we're able to do that, we'll succeed.